Hello, I know it has been a couple of years, but here I am. I freaking miss making makeup videos so much, and a lot has happened because I'm now 22 weeks pregnant and I'm now 33 years old, just turned 33 November 5th. And I believe the last time I did one of these makeup videos or just a skincare video, I think it was probably 5 years ago, maybe even 6 years ago. Whew, yo, I missed it so much, and I'm married now, so a whole lot has changed. But my love of makeup and skincare and just beauty and just hair stuff in general has not changed. So I thought I'd just bring it on back, and I hope this angle is okay. We're just experimenting. This is gonna be rough coming back. I'm a little rusty, but I have all my favorite go-to products for my everyday go-to makeup look already laid out. And just as a side note, I have dry skin that's much drier now with pregnancy. And I have eyelash extensions, which really streamlines my makeup process because Lord knows, I hate putting on mascara. I think I even said that in my video 6 years ago. I really hate doing eye makeup in general. So you'll see how pretty easy it is to pep up what I've already got. I mean, the eyelashes alone just make my eyes look put together, I feel like, especially with an infant or a baby on the way. I really want to make my life as easy as possible. So here we go, let's jump in. Before we get to foundation, I'm gonna try using this as a primer today. This is not my usual primer, but this is such an incredibly rich and correcting treatment. It's got SPF 30. It's a very well-known product that's flying off the shelves. It's Dr. Jart Cicapair. And it's a green color, but you put it on your skin and it moisturizes it, repairs it, evens out the skin tone, and it blends in. You'll see, it'll go from green to, like a skin color. This is actually kind of designed to be a foundation that you can just wear by itself because it does blend in to whatever color your skin is. And it's gorgeous. Once you get it blended in, it's like you're so moisturized and plump because it just gives my skin that glowy dewiness without adding too much cakiness. I'm not really a fan of actual like straight up foundation. I like BB creams and mineral creams and stuff like that. So that's going to be used as a primer, which I'm already, oh my god, my skin looks so much better already. Like, it's just evened out. The greenness counteracts the redness, which I feel like it already kind of does. I don't have many breakouts right now. My skin's actually gotten a lot better with pregnancy, but I am going to use one more kind of primer type of product. And this is when I get the most compliments on my makeup, is when I wear either this Cicapair from Dr. Jart as a primer, or I wear this anti-fatigue BB cream from L'Oreal. And I've repurchased this 3 times. I freaking love this product. It is like a orangey color. And like the Cicapair product from Dr. Jart, once you get it into your skin, it really evens out everything. And it acts as such a good agent for everything else to stick to in terms of like your other foundations and bases. I think I'm pretty much good to go. I'll get closer so you can see. My skin looks really healthy. My freckles are shining through. I still want to set it though. I think that's really important. I don't like to put too much powder products on my skin, too many. So moving on to like the stuff that goes beyond just your base layer. I really, really like this Mercier translucent setting powder. And there's all different kinds. Like she's just got a clear one, but this is the glow one. So I'm gonna get my Real Techniques 400 brush. This is perfect for really loose kind of setting powders. I put it in the lid, oh, that's probably too much. Let's go a little less. Put it in the cap, swirl it. This is expensive, so I just bought the travel size. And same with this Cicapair, this is the travel size, because the big one's like $60 or $50, but it's I freaking love it. And I do travel a lot, so it makes more sense for my lifestyle to buy travel size versions of things. So, got 2 mirrors behind me, but I'm trying to just look in the camera. And I'll put all the products below in the caption of this video. So now to just do a touch of concealer. I feel like I don't really need concealer underneath my eyes, but when I do want to brighten underneath my eyes, I bought this I've been repurchasing this for probably 8 years. Seriously, this is the my holy grail under eye brightening trick is well rested. There's no shade variation. It's just well rested is what's called by BareMinerals. And it really does make you look more well rested. I love it, love it. And I use a beauty blender. So I just kind of push it into the skin underneath the eyes, anywhere you want to bring forward as like a contouring trick. I even bring it down the, you know, my nose, in between. It's still a little too bright. I'm gonna push it in, and we can always go back with just a big fluffy brush and kind of help it blend in a little bit better. If this, you know, because sometimes the sponge gets weird and I haven't really washed it that much. That's probably the problem. I like to put it a little bit just in the middle of my chin, not too wide. And definitely on my upper lip and kind of underneath the nose where everybody gets hormonal redness. Let me know below in the comments if you think this is too far away. I was kind of like having trouble deciding. I'll just scoot up, how about that? But I have recently discovered my all-time favorite bronzer because I used to use these as a little trick, the True Match L'Oreal, just super blendable crayon concealers in dark, much darker shades as a cream contour stick, you know? But I really like, they were like fading out after a while and I just didn't like it. So instead I bucked up and I got the NYX California Beamin bronzer. It's brand new. I love how dark this is. The golden one is the shade I got, as you can see. And this is, I just purchased this too because I really needed a brush just for contouring. So this is inexpensive, it's NYX and it's number 39. So I'm gonna look down here. I like to really carve out my face and do a sharp contour. So there you go, and I'm gonna obviously blend this out with a big fluffy brush with nothing on it, but there you go. And I also like to bring it down just a touch with barely anything on there. I'm gonna grab some more product, tap it, and go below. Okay, and then obviously we push it up into our hairline as much as we can so it looks natural, but I just like it even down to the temples a little bit. Push it back, 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 back. And then that's all done. I mean, I don't really think I need to blend it in. I am gonna grab my little fluffy brush and just kind of, this thing works wonders for just kind of making everything look seamless. And this is number, did I tell you when? It's 400. I can't remember if I said that already. And here's a brush I've had for like 7 years from Rite Aid. I mean, the label's worn off, so I don't know what number it is, but it's perfect, a little fluffy brush for getting into the more like specific contours that are harder to get there, like smaller areas. So I really like underneath the bottom lip, down in that little divot. I don't know if everybody has this, but I've kind of got a dip underneath there. And we'll blend it out, don't worry. I know this looks crazy right now and awful. Then the nose, slightly, very slightly along the edges of the nose. And even if I want a sharper contour, a lot of the time I'll just tap this onto the bronzer and I'll go in and you can feel, I can feel like where there's like a dip right there. You can even see it. And do a sharp line. Go back in and blend it out. Can't stress that enough. This is not my end result, so don't freak out. You know, and kind of like, you can look down. I feel like that really helps me know where to draw a line. If you kind of look down and where the shadows naturally hit, that's where I like to really sharpen it up. Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. So I tried to film this yesterday without these fancy lights that my husband set up, and it's just night and day. This is so much better. Okay, so blending it out now because Love knows this is a bit too extreme. But before that last blending out, let's just do one more trick that I absolutely adore. It's Jennifer Lopez's makeup artist does this, and Kim Kardashian does it. I love this look. It brings such this like subtle depth to your lips. And it looks crazy right now, but I just did above my lip and below it. So it's not actually on the edge of my lip, it's actually above it and below it. Take a beauty blender, blend it in. And it just does this trick where your lips look so much bigger and more pronounced because there's like this slight shadow around them Freaking love this trick. I know my tanner looks bad right now on my hands. I apologize. So, no makeup look, takes a little bit longer, but I really like this. This is my everyday thing. I'm sure it's taking longer because I'm explaining everything too, but if it were just me, where is my brush? Let's blend, blend, blend. And so I'm gonna give you the luxury brand version and the dupe. So at least I think it's a dupe. I'm obsessed with this. This is $43, but it's the NARS stick version of Orgasm. So the very famous color that's like universally flattering for so many women, but in a stick form, and it's like this dewy, glowy version of it. I guess the powder form has like a bit of glistening kind of effect on it, but this is just so creamy. And you actually have to really dig in and use a lot of product per use, which I don't like that about it. It's not very pigmented, but you'll see my trick here in a minute to help it look better. So I actually like to go in a weird spot. To me, it's kind of weird, but so from like the corner of your eye back on top of the cheekbone, right on top, and then even up here, which they call draping in high fashion, I learned. I know, so cultured. Okay, we're gonna blend it out, and then I like to go kind of swoop down below the apple. See this, the circle where my cheeks are? I like to go below it to make them look plumper. I don't actually go right on top. I mean, maybe I will a little bit, but not like directly. And then I just like to use my finger to blend this out. Or Morphe, I have their blending brush for cream contours, which is M536, but you can just use your finger. So see how this pulls your look together so much to have that touch of glow. I like to look like I just came in from the cold. That's why I put it on my nose a little bit, and that's a little too bright for my nose. So I'm gonna go in with a foundation brush that I haven't added any foundation to. It's just got leftover product, just to kind of mute down that look. Okay, so now for the dupe of this. I think this was like $7 or $8, and I've never bought anything from this brand, but it's ColourPop, and it's their stick blush, and it's called Mic Drop is the name of the shade. So it's this incredibly pigmented, I was a little scared of it when I first got it, but it is very, very, very blendable and easy to work with once you get it on your skin, so don't be scared. So watch this. I usually end up using both products because like this one is so dewy and glistening, and it has a subtle bit of color, but I like a little bit more pop with ColourPop. So that brand name is perfect for them because it is a huge pop of color. It is so pigmented. Did y'all see that? And it's creamy. This reminds me, I used to buy Tarte's version of this, and it was like the exact same shade, but they discontinued it. I was so sad, but really glad that ColourPop has a line. They have maybe 2 or 3 more shades of this, but I really like Mic Drop for my particular look that I like, which is a flushed kind of wintry look. I mean, even in the summer, obviously, this is a great color. So there you go. I just look kind of like I've been out in the wintry wonderland. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. So you can see it looks like just natural, your skin but better. That's what it is, your skin but better. And today I'm not gonna do much of an eye look. I'm gonna make that a separate video if I wanna do a more detailed eye look, but I really, with the eyelash extensions, mine are the 3D, so with each hair you get 3 hairs installed. So they're extra thick. I like them super thick, so I tend to go pretty often, maybe every 2.5 weeks to get them refilled. And it is expensive, but to me it's so worth it just because every single day you feel like, even rolling out of bed, you look pulled together. Okay, so I bucked up finally and bought the Anastasia Brow, just like a brow pencil or brush. And this one is really thick and, you know, tight and angled, so it's really easy to work with. And I use the Anastasia Brow Dipbrow pomade in dark brown, which I kind of want to experiment with a lighter brown. This is almost too dark for my taste, but I'm happy with it. This is like a $30 product, so I'm not gonna like toss it. I've just been kind of experimenting with it. I like to not do much product near the middle. Like that should be kind of natural and messy almost. I really like messy kind of eyebrows. And then near the back corner, from my back angle to the corner, I really like dark and sharp. Dark and sharp. That's easy to remember because I like just that look really pulls it together if you really make the ends of your eyebrows really sharp and defined. And then whereas the front is loose. I just do like vertical. I make the brush, you know, vertical, if that makes sense. And just swipe up in little motions, and I can do horizontal to do more of a filling in. And just because today I'm not gonna do much of an eye look, what I will show you is I'm gonna just use this well-rested, you know, brightening powder. And just kind of tap it onto my eyelid to brighten my eyes. And it's a good base. I even bring it down into the corner. Doesn't make a huge difference. I mean, just my eyelid looks evened out now. That well-rested powder, y'all. Oh my God, it's amazing. Especially down, if you drag it down into your corner, like that. And then for a slight contour, I just use my same bronzer color and just go back and forth in my crease with it, just for a really simple, natural, everyday look. This is what I do every day. Like I said, I want to do a more like thorough video of my favorite eye products through the years for my next video. So there you go. Last but not least, we do highlighter. Yo, I discovered this in TJ Maxx actually. It was, you know, marked way down, and I know Urban Decay is a very sought after brand for their highlighters especially. So when I found this, I was really excited. But it's called Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Highlighter. Y'all, I freaked out, and the color is Sin. I mean, I'll show you a swatch. When I put it on my hand in the store, I was like, damn. And I like to use the Real Techniques 402 brush. That's real fluffy. And it's a smaller brush, so you can be more precise with where you put your highlighter. So I like to go from like the corner of my eyebrow back and then swoop it down even onto my cheeks, like the fleshy part, the apple. Couldn't think of the word. Pregnancy brain. I know that seems weird, but I'll show you when I go outside with this makeup what it looks like. It looks really pretty. And then whatever's left, I put on the end of my nose. Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin and forehead. It's just such a concentrated product, like you don't need much. And plus the NARS, that stick blush, it gives you a nice glow already. So last but not least, let's do some setting. My favorite setting powder, last but not least, is Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. 16-hour wear, prime, correct, and set. I probably wouldn't repurchase this one just because I've tried the Wet n Wild coconut water one, and it's $3 and it's amazing. So I'll probably get the Wet n Wild one next time just for future reference. But I still have some of this left, so I'm gonna use up. And the spray is really nice. I'm really picky about the mist, but this has a nice mist to it, so. Okay, so I'm gonna go outside. Oh, almost forgot lips. Again, NYX, I love that brand, obviously. Their lip pencils are awesome, and I just like the color Natural. I feel like Natural is the most universal shade they've got. I don't overline except for my bottom lip. I don't like to overline my top lip. I just follow my natural pointiness and all that. I have a pointy Cupid's bow, which I like to accentuate. And then on the bottom lip, I go below the bottom lip. So overline my bottom lip once again. And then I do a little bit of an ombre effect with the outer corners. So leaving the middle of my lip paler. Just like we would do with our face, we leave the middle parts of our face brighter to make them pop forward. That's what you want to make your lips look bigger, is to leave this middle part a little bit lighter. And then I'll just pop on a little bit of this Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper Lip Gloss in Luminoso. You really have to wipe off a lot of this product because it's like really thick and goopy. So I just tap on a tiny, tiny bit. And y'all, I know it's just crazy, but I like a little bit more color just right here. See how I have like a dot of it and it blends. There we go, perfect. I just love this so much. Mic drop. Okay, now let's go step outside and I'll show you what this finished look looks like. Okay, it's a little chilly out, but I just want to show y'all real quick. In the daylight, it doesn't look overdone. It just looks really natural, understated. I think it does, at least. Maybe y'all are like, whoa, a bit much for my taste, but I don't know. I think it's really pretty. So I hope y'all enjoyed this first one. I appreciate y'all, and don't forget to like and subscribe.